Hello and welcome, this is Eagle Eye 621, and today we're going to be beating the Ender Dragon without using any swords or bows, crossbows, axes, nothing. This is a redstone way to cheese the Ender Dragon for people that don't have the PvP skills, which I am also lacking. So as I show you this, be sure you hit that sub button, ring that bell, hit the like, you know the deal. And let's get started. Also, why don't you comment down below right now how many times this is going to be necessary. And just to show you that this is a brand new world, all I've done is spawn in, teleport here, and fill in the eye. And I have no idea what the end is going to look like. And yes, this is on hard difficulty. So let's see what we need to bring with us. So we get this into the inventory so I can add a couple more things as we go along. And you're going to want specifically 81 counter blocks. You're going to want a couple of stacks of just buildable blocks. You can have these the same, but it's easier to count if they're not. These glass bottles are highly recommended, but not required. Same with the water bucket and this night vision. And then these are the materials that are really going to do the work for you. This can be any immovable block, including a furnace or some obsidian, any log, any leaf. Take a second here and pause it if you want to look at all these materials, and then fill the rest of your inventory with snowballs, which are also optional but very helpful. One last look. Okay, and let's get our pickaxe ready and let's get started and hope we don't spawn in the middle of a cave or out too far in the void. And this is not a bad spawn. I should be in survival mode. Let's try that like that. And let's start by getting onto the main island with our trusty shift key. Don't fail me now. And let's climb. And don't use your counting blocks just yet. Don't look at the Enderman in the face, obviously. And let's get some night vision on. We're going to head towards the center with our counting blocks ready but not used. And try and keep an eye out for where the dragon is without looking up enough to see the Ender Dragon, as it will try and run into you and spit at you. I just heard it fire, which is perfect. Where is... oh, here it is. Wonderful. We want to get onto the level that this is to make our counting helpful. Let's look up to see where the Ender Dragon is as it spit on us. This is the most dangerous part, is our initial climb. Head on over here, and let's start climbing. And you can see it spitting at you, but once you start climbing, you don't have to worry about it until you reach the top. You still do have to worry about the Ender Dragon deciding to come over and knock you off. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen on occasion. You can see it flew under us, which is perfect. And at this point, the Ender Dragon will come up in our general direction, but in all my testing, it has never come up and actually knocked me off once we're beyond this point into our first stack. Now, as soon as we get up to the first stack, we're going to want to start making a little bit of a platform for us to run around on, as it will continue to spit at us, and we will have to run. So let's do that in the direction of 0, 0, but put your F3 screen on. Make sure you are not going to build over 0, 0. If you do that, then it will come and eat you. And we can see that right here we're going to go around because we know where our 0, 0 is, which will be helpful in our building next time. Do not put anything in 0, 0. And then let's just make a nice little outline because the dragon will shoot at us, and we do want to be able to run around to get away from the dragon's breath. And if you give me 1 second, we can turn our F3 back off now that that's been outlined. And listen very closely for the sound of that ball coming in your direction. Now, the glass bottles help get rid of that faster, which is why we have them, so that we can run around. And we want a little bit more of an area to play with in case we get stuck. And just a little bit more, and we will start our main building. I'm doing this all in survival so you can see that it looks scary, but there really is Nothing to worry about once you get up here, as long as you keep an eye out for when the dragon tries to spit on you. Let's get a little bit of food, making some of you uncomfortable. Okay, now with this being our 0-0, again, we want to make sure that we don't put anything directly above it. Where is the dragon at? We're going to have our TNT. Let's get our TNT, let's get some slime ready, and let's actually get a little bit more scaffolding on this side, just so that we can build without having any issues. A lot of this is going to go away, but let's not fall off the edge. That will make for a very bad first death, and I am trying to do this deathless. Okay, let's fill that in. Very nice. So we're going to put our TNT right here. We're going to have our slime just like this. Trying to talk and listen for the sound of the dragon shooting at me. It is not easy to multitask. Our dead coral fans on either side. And then one more bit of TNT, of slime like this. And then we're going to have slime like that. And we're going to put one up here. Perfect. Let's get rid of this block. Let's get rid of all the blocks that are under the slime so that we don't make any mistakes and try and set this off without it being able to actually move. All the blocks around the TNT are now going to go away. And let's not forget about the one hiding right there, as I continue to watch and expect the dragon to shoot at me and murder me. Please don't. Let's get a block just like this so that we can put a sticky piston right there facing into that slime block. I just heard it. No? It's climbing. But as I said, it will never come all the way up here. And there is the shot. And if it misses, even better. If it lands on the platform, you get your glass bottles out and you get ready. Let's get a bit of stuff ready here. Let's get our minecart and our detector rail. And also our wall. Still paying attention to the dragon. Put your wall right there. Let's get our detector rail right here. And then move off to the side and put our minecart on it where we're not going to nudge it, because that would be terrible. And then again, remove all these extra blocks. And we actually have most of our machine ready. If we grab our first lever, if you want to do this the dangerous way, which I don't suggest, but you absolutely can, you stick your lever right here. You turn this on. Make sure you remove these stones so we don't get anything stuck anywhere we're going to regret. Check out where the dragon is. Make sure it's not sneaking up somewhere to shoot you and knock you off the side. And then all you need to do is hold right click and you can see that we just rapid fire TNT down below. But so that we don't have to stand there and do it, and that we can watch the dragon, again, as it tries to murder us. Let's grab another night vision. We're going to build a quick clock to do that for us. So in order to do that, let's get our other materials ready. And we are going to have a sticky piston right over. Let's make our ability to cross over on this a couple of times so we have a little bit of additional space to be able to run to, because we're about to clog ourselves in. Just heard it. I heard it again. I don't see it. It makes me nervous. I'm really trying to go deathless here. Let's get our sticky piston up a little bit off the ground, just like that. Let's get a lever next to it and extend. We're going to put a log just like this with our slime block right here and our redstone block on top. We're going to have our our birch right here with our observer facing directly into this. and that's going to come out onto a block. We're going to have our non-movable block right here with our repeater facing away like this and facing into another block with some redstone dust. And did it just shoot again? Again, let's do this deathless here. Where is it? There it goes, shooting at me. And fortunately, it missed everything. Excellent. Let's get back to what we're trying to do. Hopefully without dying. Okay, let's get our redstone here and here. And we built it a little bit too low, so we're just going to need to climb. It's not a big deal. Let's break this. And break this. And let's climb with our redstone there, and then just break the things underneath so that we don't have any interference, which shouldn't happen anyways. But now when we flick this lever, you can see that it's automatically now spitting out all kinds of TNT. And in fact, once the dragon gets settled, that was a peculiar glitch that I've never seen happen before. Let's hope that that doesn't interfere. Typically what happens is the dragon is not sitting on top of the end platform, and when it's not sitting there, it actually won't be able to get back in time. So let's hope it does not come crashing into me right now, although at this point we can actually jump off the edge and the dragon will still die because this TNT is going to destroy it. And I guess we've learned something live on camera. Let's actually add our water here so that if we do fall, we're not going to die. Do not turn it on when the dragon is still sitting there. And now we have a place down below to land. And as this actually will prevent the dragon from being able to properly get seated. So the next time the dragon attempts to land, it actually won't be able to, and it will die by the constant explosions. Now, we did tell you to bring some snow, and that is to speed this process up a bit. And that's in order to hit these end crystals. You don't have to be good at aiming these. That's why I like the snowballs. What you're going to want to do is generally line up the end crystal, and then go up and up and up a couple of shots. And at some point, hopefully, you will hit it. You just need to generally aim in the right coordinates, and then you can spam up a bunch, and the more of those that go away, the faster the dragon will go back to the center. So let's see if I can hit a few of them while still paying attention and not getting hit with the dragon's breath myself. Bonus points for hitting the one the dragon is currently feeding on. And you can actually hit these through the cage. That's going to be a move, and it missed. Wonderful. You can get these angles through the cages, depending on your shot, sometimes. But ultimately, if you need to leave a few left over, you don't actually have to hit any of them. You can go back to the ground and just run away on the ground at this point, waiting for the Ender Dragon to try and land again and letting the machine do all the work for you. And you're not even going to lose any XP, which I will show you, because there's enough time in the death animation for you to turn this off. I heard it. It's time to move. And you can see it did actually hit close to the platform. We can grab some of this breath, which makes it go away faster, and also is a good thing to have in general. Hopefully we don't get shot a second time. Looking for where the dragon is now. sometimes you just get unlucky and it doesn't want to go back to the seated spot. Maybe it knows what's in store for it. Let's move away from that. Let's see where the dragon is going. Still not going to cooperate, probably because this is a video and it's going to make this as hard as possible. Oh, there you go. As you can see, you can hit them through the cage. And I'm about to run out of snow. I heard that. Let's move. And that one landed right on the platform. So let's collect it up so we don't get knocked off. And one last night vision, as our very uncooperative dragon refuses to land. But it will eventually. And in the meantime, let's get rid of some more of these crystals. And then once the dragon starts to try and land, as you can see, it won't be able to properly set because of the explosions pushing it away from where it's trying to go. Meaning that at this point, the dragon is going to die, and there isn't really much to worry about, except to watch it slowly. If you got the height wrongs a little bit, this may take longer, depending on where the dragon is sitting. It might be a little bit faster, but ultimately, the constant explosions prevent it from ever getting into its seat. So at this point, it is safe, and you will not die. As the dragon slowly dies, and we can see the bar go down, and as the bar goes down, we'll get ready to hit that button. Because as soon as it actually starts to die, we can turn this off, and there's plenty of time to not waste any of that massive XP. But do not turn it off until the dragon is dead. Now we can turn it off, and we can jump down. Let's try not to die after all of that. And you can see that the explosion stopped long before the orbs popped out. Let's walk around, collect all these beautiful orbs, get all that crazy XP, and enjoy a job well done. And you can use this to open up the rest of your gateway portals as well. And then, no deaths. If that is not worth a sub, a like, something, I don't know what is. And we get our end credits, but in order for you to see these, you're going to have to beat the game yourself. And with that, if you found this enjoyable, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. Tell your friends, tell your favorite Minecraft YouTubers, and be sure to sub for more videos like this. Bye.